Welcome back to 2 Hours the Hard Way. I'm Ricole.
And I'm Rhonda.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. And today's topic is, could you and are you submissive in your relationship? We're going to start with her first because she's going to give you the better answer.
So, I think in my marriage, I wouldn't say I'm 100% submissive, but I do let my husband lead for the most part. I do have pushback, it depends on what it is. I do have some pushback, but for the most part, if I want to make a decision about, say, the house, and I'll come to him and say, we should do, or can we do? He usually will have his input on it. And we most of the time it'll go his way. I may not like his way, but for the most part, how about you? I don't know.
So would you say in that, how much, let's put a percentage on it, on you being submissive? How much would you say you're submissive? I know what I got. My number is for you.
I would say it's greater than 50%. And again, it depends on what I'm being submissive.
True, I will agree with that. But for the most part, overall, I would say you are about 70-30.
I agree I agree. Because I do push back and
just a little.
I push back a little.
She ain't your girl right here. She ain't your girl.
I push back a little bit, and some things, depending on it depends on what it is, I'll just do myself. And one of the episodes I mentioned, our finances are not 50-50. I mean, our finances are 50-50, and he has his account and I have my account. So that's probably why I'm not greater than, say, 70%, because I still make decisions for me that is going to best benefit me in the long run.
But in a marriage, you should be making decisions that benefit both of you guys.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
But I will say that it's not just one-sided in y'all's relationship. It's both sides that do that. So I understand why you do the things you do it sometimes, or you give a little pushback. I get that.
I think if we were more, if he was 100% the provider, it would be completely different for me as far as submitting, because I think I would think he would be, I don't want to say I don't know how to describe that. Not calling the shots, but I don't know. And then why is it that financing
makes the decision of being how much it should weigh in the relationship?
Right. Or is that just me?
No, that's all relationships. Okay. And just because you automatically feel like, hey, I'm the one taking care of everything, I should be calling the shots, basically, is what people think. So I get it.
Okay. What about you?
We already know. I don't even know why we delved over to this section, because we already know I ain't submissive.
Could you be?
I could be submissive for the right man. Let me say it like that. It would have to be. She doesn't believe me, but I say it all the time. Have I ever been submissive? Hell no. But I feel like I could for the right person. They would have to be, again, pretty much 90% everything that I want, and then I could be submissive. But I can't be
submissive. 90%.
Yeah, I did say that. I could not be submissive if I'm paying half the bills, though. This is where we would have an issue.
So going back to the 50-50.
Going back cannot. I cannot be submissive. I'm sorry. I mean, I feel like we both could be doing this. If that's the case, then I feel like we're both putting in. So what am I submitting to? Because we're both putting into the relationship. So I don't feel like I need to
But
submit.
he is supposed to be the head, right?
He's biblically, yes, that is what he is supposed to be doing. But if you're not financially putting in, again, like we said, that has a big weight factor in there. If you're not financially putting in the bulk of the money, what am I submitting to? Because I'm equally contributing. So why can't we come together and make joint decisions instead of you just saying, hey, this is the way it goes as the head?
But so if you're coming together, to me it sounds 50-50.
Yeah. If you're coming together, but I'm saying that if you're coming together because he's not providing most of the financial. So then I don't need to submit to someone who's not providing most of the financial, because we're both equally putting in a pot and coming together. So I feel like we both equally should make the decisions in the house. So we both equally should be cooking. We both equally should be cleaning. We should both equally should be doing everything for that house. What am I submitting to? Will I pamper my man? Yes, I still will. Will I do things for my man? Yes, I still will. But being submissive, I will not probably be submissive, because what are you giving to me as a king, as the head of the house, for me to submit to?
So what if you are the breadwinner? So if you are the breadwinner, if you are the breadwinner, is it financially possible for him to be the provider if you're the breadwinner?
No.
So then if you choose a man that is not the breadwinner, so you're basically saying he'll never have that position.
And that's why I'm single.
I'm just wondering.
I mean, and honestly, I've tried that. I've tried to be with someone, and maybe let me take that back. I've tried to be with someone who was not financially in the same bracket that I was in. But he was a manly man. He did manly things, but he had a couple character flaws for me personally. He was not religious. He also didn't have some of the same goals. He wasn't goal oriented. He wasn't trying to progress in life, even though maybe he was at a lower income bracket. He didn't want to go up higher. He was comfortable where he was. And that's not me. I'm never comfortable. I'm never trying to sit stagnant. I'm always trying to reach higher. I'm always trying to figure out, okay, now we got this. Let's figure out not necessarily bigger and better things, but I don't just want to be complacent in life. And so for me, he was, and that was an issue for me because we weren't compatible in the same mindset of how I wanted to live my life. So I couldn't look to him as being a provider or as being a leader, because as they say, you should always surround yourself with people that are doing bigger and better things than you are. So he was not. And I got into that relationship maybe out of loneliness or maybe, I'm just going to say out of loneliness. So then when it progressed, now I'm already in it. And now I'm like, this isn't working for me. This was not what you signed up for. And nor do you want to sit and take care of somebody. Because you should never have a partner that you have to feel like is like your child, like you're raising somebody. You should both be on equal playing fields where you both can come to and say, hey, babe, this is what we're going to do. Or I was thinking this and I was thinking that. It should be that way. I should never have to feel like I have another dependent.
Okay.
So submissive for me is very hard because and maybe because, like I think I said in the 50-50 relationship a while ago, most men nowadays don't put themselves in that old school bracket of how we had old school, our grandpas and our dads and everybody, they were providers. They took care of their wives. Maybe it wasn't the ideal home. Maybe they still stepped out, but I'm not saying that that's what I want, but they still took care of their home and their wives put in what they put in. And so for me, that is being, the wives was cooking, the wives was cleaning, the wives made sure the kids was okay. I can't see doing that and being submissive and giving a man a home cooked meal and you coming up and you making $3 an hour.
Okay, but would you even?
I wouldn't date you.
You wouldn't even date him?
No, I would not.
So,
but I did in the past, and that's where I think that I've had mistakes of doing that. And so now in my mind at trying to date again, I am very, very skeptical or stepping out, or I will talk to you as I was listening to a man today. He said, you shouldn't even be dating now. You should be vetting people.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where I'm at. Like, I'm vetting people because I need to know where your mindset is in all seasons. I need to know if you're going to, how you are when you're sad, how you are when you broke, how you are when you're happy. Everything about that person before I say I want to be in a committed relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So submissive for me is really hard.
So what does submissive mean to you?
Submissive means to me basically doing everything and not giving no kickback, not saying, letting him have his way about everything, and cooking and cleaning and just letting him have his way. And I'm too much of an independent, boisterous person to do that. And I probably will be single for the rest of my life, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. So to me, it's submissive not necessarily means do everything, but he is the head. He is the lead.
But you have to earn that title. You just can't give that to any man.
And that's true. That's true. But if we go back to, so again, submissive to me is not necessarily doing everything that he says do. We're doing XYZ and then we do XYZ. I still think even being submissive, you have conversations, you come to an agreement. But I think he is the lead of that. And I could be completely wrong. So please comment down below if we have what submissive means wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we have it wrong. Maybe we don't even know what we're talking about. And if that's the case, please comment down below and let us know. Hey, you guys don't even know what you're talking about. But to me, that's what it means. So, and like I said, for me over here, I don't think I'm 100% submissive. I think I'm greater than, so like we said, maybe closer to 70%. I don't know. And then if we go back to even what you were saying, you said you could be submissive, but then it weighs on financing.
It weighs on a lot, to be honest with me. I think if I had a manly man,
mm-hmm.
because I am very much
an
strong.
Alpha. She's an alpha female.
I am strong and very independent and very outspoken and very, I know a lot and you can't tell me I don't. So I need a manly man that, I ain't gonna say put me in my place, but put me in my place in a respectful way and be like, no, babe, this is what we gonna do. No, babe, I got this. No, babe, because I have not had that. And so every relationship I bow down and I try to allow it. But then I try to allow it. But then
this must be before I met her.
Whatever. That's been decades.
Because I don't remember where she.
I try to allow, but then I see that they don't match up, and I ain't gonna say weak, but they just don't know what they're doing or something. So then I have to step up and put the reins on and handle business. And if I got to step up and put the reins on, then I'm not going to look at you as my leader.
And I can see that.
But in all my relationships, I had to do that. So if I have to step up and put your pants on, then I can't be submissive to you. And then it comes to a point where now I'm looking at you in a certain way. And now my respect value starts to go down. Because I'm like, here, I'm looking at you like, babe, what we going to do? And you're like, ugh.
Now, do you think your personality's too strong?
Oh, I can be at times. That's why I say I need a man that could be like, not less than like, put me in my place, but put me in my place in a respectful way. And where I'm going to be like, wow, you really did check me. And I'm probably going to snicker about it. And I'm like, okay. And I'm a C, but it's also how you put me in my place. It's also how you handle the household. It's also, if I can see that you're a leader and I've prayed about it, and God has told me to sit and watch and see if this is what you're going to do, then I'm going to sit and obey.
Mm-hmm.
But if I feel any slight that you off, and my instincts and my radar go up, then I'm going to be like, no.
So okay, I guess, and again, comment down below, because if I heard her correctly, if I heard you correctly, for you, being submissive is going to finance, the financial side is going to be the biggest weight.
It's the biggest weight for me.
For you.
For me.
But so comment down below, is that right? Because, and then not necessarily right, because what works for someone, one person is not going to work for the another, not necessarily. So, but is that how it's supposed to be? Is it supposed to be financial based, or is it supposed to be, and even in the Bible it does say the man is supposed to be the provider, but is the man
so that's
providing
financial?
Is okay, so then my question is it only financial?
No, it says the man is supposed to be the provider. He is supposed to lead the house through Christ, but he is also supposed to love the wife like love the wife like he loves God. So, it's a lot of that in the Bible, but men don't do that. They don't respect their wives as they should. They don't respect their wives' opinion as they should. So, and again, like I say, I am very much knowledgeable on a lot of subjects. It's not just makeup or whatever the case may be. It could be building a house. I know what I'm talking about.
So, okay.
So I want somebody to respect my opinion.
I guess so. Oh, so I'm trying to see where am I going with this? If he is providing in every way, and again, you're now the breadwinner,
mm-hmm.
because I think in one of the last episode or before, you had mentioned it, you're okay with being the breadwinner. If he makes less than you, but a decent amount, and therefore can't be the provider,
okay,
financially,
okay,
but he's good with his money, he's smart with his money,
okay,
he makes good decisions when it comes to I don't know, well, we're past kid stage, but just makes good decisions overall. He's a good person. He makes, he's a leader.
Right, okay.
But he can't lead financially. Do you then say, I can still submit to you, even though you're not the provider?
I could. Again, that's what I'm saying. But I don't necessarily know if I would call it submitting to him. Because at that stage, because I did say that everything is mainly financial on my side, I wouldn't necessarily say I would respect him as the head still. I wouldn't just go out and make decisions, because we had also said in another episode that we would have our own separate bank accounts. So I wouldn't need to discuss with him if I wanted to go shopping or not. But I would discuss things with him, because if we're in a joint household together, and I would say, hey, babe, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? But I also know me too, if I'm the breadwinner and it's something that I want, I'm going to get it.
So then that's not being submissive.
I know. I ain't going to sit there and lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, because you know me. If it's something like I'm thinking about wanting another house eventually, you know what I'm saying? And if I was to get in a relationship and a man say, no, we're going to stay in this house, you're not going to tell me that we're going to stay in this house. Because my bulk of the money is going to be the one that's paying for the house. So that's probably why I have issues with, because I have not found a man that can say, no, we're going to stay in this house and here's why. And if you can really give me a good reason why we're going to stay in this house, this is why it makes sense. Legally, financially, all things across the board, and make me understand, then I'll be like, okay, wow. But if you could just say, no, just staying in this house because I say so, that's not going to fly for me. So I need somebody that has good, like you said, with good decision making, and can think long term and be like, okay, babe, what you're thinking, you're just thinking of the big, beautiful home that you want. But you're not thinking 6 years down the line, the interest rates is going to skyrocket to 10% or whatever the case may be. I can see that coming, even though I may not be able to make the money that you're making, but I could see that that's what's going to happen.
Mhm.
Then that's somebody, again, I'm saying I would be able to talk to him though.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But I mean, you know me, and I struggle with that. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you guys. I struggle with being submissive. I am very much independent and very much hold my own. And it's going to take a good, strong man to be able to tame that, I guess.
It is, because she's, like I said, she's an alpha female, a true alpha female.
I am.
And nothing's wrong with that at all. Nothing's wrong with that.
It's just being able to find a man that necessarily handle that. And there's plenty of women that are alpha females and then they end up being submissive and, doing those things. But it was a strong man that, worked her through that.
Mm-hmm. You got to at least match your energy. You got to at least match that.
Yeah, and I got some big energy, so.
And if you want to surpass that, you got to do some big things. Mm-hmm. And it works better if you're financially in a better position.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying for
Absolutely.
her. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, for me, I don't know if I could ever. I consider myself an independent woman as well. Yes. But I'm okay with my husband being the lead, and he has made some very good decisions for us, even though financially we're 50-50. But when it comes to, doing things around here, but I'm still okay with him. Yeah,
leading. You are for the most part.
For the most part, you are. Little pushbacks here and there, mostly when it comes to like furniture, like stuff that I want around the house, mostly that kind of stuff. But buying a home or something, we're going to lean on whatever he says,
right?
Because he is great. He is great at that. So, but yeah, that was good.
That was a great episode. Good. I'm sure you guys are going to have something to say to me, and that's fine. I welcome all feedback, and especially, because I want to know how it is. Maybe you guys can help me not be so much of an alpha female. I don't know about that.
No, you could be an alpha female. You definitely can. You just have to. You just need an alpha male that's a little more alpha.
Absolutely.
More alpha than male. Because, you still be male.
Right, definitely be male.
More alpha
than me.
Yeah, than her. Because she's
a mess.
But she's a good mess, though.
Yes.
So, again, comment down below what you think about this episode. What's your thoughts about being submissive? Can you? Mm-hmm. Are you?
And and then how does it work for your household as well?
And how does it work? And do we have the definition right? Because maybe we're completely off and we're not doing this thing right. So maybe we're wrong with what we're not necessarily wrong, but
just our viewpoint is totally different.
Is different. So yes, comment down below. Let us know what you think. And until next time,
thank you.